Hey everyone, welcome back to Longtail University, and today is lesson 6. We're going to learn all about how to use your competition to find great keywords. So let's jump right into it. Really, in any area of business, you want to be as effective as possible while minimizing risks as much as you can. With keyword research, that's really the same, and that means finding keywords that have the highest chance of success. And of course, a really good way to do that is to see what's already working for other people. And by extrapolation, that should work for you as well. However, this can be really difficult to do because, first of all, you have to find your competitors. You have to find the competition of your competition. You need to find their rankings and analyze those rankings. This is all fairly difficult to do if you don't know where to look. And today we're going to solve that problem for you. But if you do know where to look, you can find amazing keywords that you never would have thought of before. You can find your competitors' most profitable keywords. You can find their competitors' most profitable keywords. And it gives you really good estimates for how much traffic a given keyword actually might give you. And finally, there's way more keywords than you'd find otherwise by looking at your competition. In other words, this is by far the easiest way to find hundreds of profitable keywords that have already been proven in the marketplace. And that is very important that they've been actually proven in the marketplace. So what you'll learn in this lesson is why finding your competition's keywords is a great strategy, how to find good competitors, and then how to find what they're ranking for, and then finally how to incorporate these into your strategy. So the tools that you'll need to do this competitor research is SEM Rush and Longtail Pro. This does work best if you have the paid versions of these tools, but you still can do good competitor research with the free versions. So for this lesson, I am going to be using the paid versions just so that you are aware. But there are some things that you can do with the free versions of the tool as well. So the basic principle is this. You go over to SEM Rush to find your existing competitors, and if you don't have an established website, you can use Google to find competitors. I'm going to show you how to do this. Second, you're going to analyze their top keywords. And then finally, you're going to use Longtail Pro to validate the keyword competitiveness and check for any anomalies or identify the SERP lean. And again, I'll explain that as well. So I'm going to give you a live example, but here's just a quick screenshot. If you have an established website, here's the process that you're going to go through to find your competitors. You basically just go over to SEMrush, plug in your URL, and then scroll down to where it says competitive positioning map. And in this screenshot example, this is my own site, nichepursuits.com, and you can see the competitive map there. So let me dive over into a live example now and show you how to navigate a little bit better. So here I am over at SEMrush. If, for example, I just punch in nichepursuits.com, you would punch in your own website that you have that's established if you're looking for your competitor keywords. I pop that in here, and of course it shows my keywords and lots of other things, but you can then start looking at the competitive positioning map, and you can see who is your direct competitors, and you can look at your main competitors over here. So if I click on daily blog tips, for example, that's then going to pull up all of the keywords that they rank for. And so by doing that, I can then see, okay, what might be low competition? What are my competitors already targeting and ranking for? And then what can I target and rank for? So if I view the full report here, I can start to see a little bit better. So things like what is a blog, what is blogging, how to make money on your own, etc., etc. These are some keywords that perhaps, at least according to SEMrush, are things that I might want to think about targeting. Google Safe Browsing Diagnostic. These are all things that right now I'm not targeting. I'm probably not ranking for most of these keywords. And so these are things that I could certainly write about. So that competitive positioning map that I just showed you, it shows you sites that have the most keywords in common with you. And it's good because Google probably views your sites very similarly in terms of both authority and what you're ranking for. And so it's a great treasure trove of keywords that you can potentially target. So whatever keywords they're ranking for should be within reach of your own site as well. And here's a quick little bonus step that I'm going to show you as well. But essentially, you go and click on any of the competitors in the competitive positioning map, like I just showed you, and of course that'll take you to that site's SEMrush page, and you can see all of the competitors of your competitors, which means that you can also see their keywords. And this pretty much is something that you can drill down more and more, just finding a never-ending stream of competitors and keywords. And so I actually want to dive into that and show you how powerful that really can be. So here I am again looking at my competitors' SEMrush page, dailyblogtips.com, and of course I can see all of their keywords, but then I can also see their main competitors. So of course I'm listed here, nichepursuits.com, but I can click on any of these. I can click on incomediary.com and then see the keywords that they are ranking for. Things like famous entrepreneurs, who owns Facebook, how to make money from a website. You can of course view the full report and see even more of their keywords, and you can sort these by volume, cost per click, and other things. You can sort by the percent of the traffic that they're getting to their website, which is quite interesting. So you can see, not quite sure that worked properly, but you get the idea. You can do all sorts of sorting. Again, gives you lots of ideas for things. Looking at my own website that I never thought about, things such as entrepreneur quotes and website traffic estimator, list of entrepreneurs. But again, you can dig deeper and deeper and deeper. So SEMrush is a great tool, but more importantly, it's a great way for you to find keywords that you can target on your own site. So the main competitors of Income Diary, you can see this here as well. You can also click on View Full Report to get all of the competitors. And now here you are looking at all of these websites. Just imagine if I were to click on each of these one at a time and start to see what types of keywords all of these individuals are ranking for. So tocreatewebsite.com, I could click on that and see all of their keywords. Google AdSense, hex code generator, Yahoo directory. Anyways, a great way to see your direct competitors, but then your indirect competitors, and to find lots of keywords for any of these. So that works great if you have an established website. However, if you have a brand new site or it's just a website idea, SEMrush isn't going to have any data just because you haven't been around long enough. So you really need to turn to Google to find your competitors if you don't know who your competitors are already. Essentially, the criteria that your competitors need to meet are that they're ranking for at least one good keyword that you want to rank for. It's the same type of site that you want to build, whether that's a niche site, an e-commerce site, or something else. And it has an achievable domain authority, ideally, usually in the 20s or 30s for a new site, meaning you don't want to look at all the keywords for extremely competitive websites. You want to find something that is newer or that is less authoritative and try to target similar keywords to what they're targeting for, just because you're more likely to achieve that. So here's a quick example. In a previous lesson, we had looked at the keyword best hunting knife and discovered that potentially that was a good keyword to go after. If we type that into Google, we can see that huntingblades.com ranks very well for that, and it is a niche site. It's a small niche site and it has a low domain authority of just 15. So it's a newer site, doesn't have a lot of authority, but it is ranking, and so perhaps it has other keywords that it's targeting that we could target as well. So in SEMrush, we do the same thing. We click on the positions in the right-hand sidebar to see where it's ranking for all of its keywords. So in this example, we can see right off the bat, I've got this sorted by traffic percentage, where they're getting all their traffic to their site. Best broadheads, best hunting dog, best deer rifle are a few that I highlighted that look like potentially, hey, these get good search volume. This newer website is already ranking for them. These might be keywords that I should consider targeting as well. Now I want to show you another example. If we jump back over here to Longtail Pro, if you recall, we had searched out the keyword best pocket knife, and right here it's showing the top 10 results in Google. So if I wanted to look for other keywords that I might want to target, I could certainly just look at my direct competitors. They're ranking for best pocket knife. I'll go ahead and look at the domain authority and find the lowest ones. Here, result number 9, pocketknifelife.com, only has a domain authority of 17. It's only a half year old, so maybe not it's ranking for other keywords, but it's certainly worth checking it out. So I'll go ahead and pop in Pocket Knife Life into SEMrush. Pocketknifelife.com. We'll see what shows up here. There definitely are a few keywords that it's ranking for. So if we view full report, we can see, of course, it's ranking for best pocket knife, but also the second one here, how to sharpen a pocket knife, good pocket knives, and knife blade types of pocket knives. All of these are potentially good keywords that we could be targeting as well. So that's pretty simple way to do it. Let's take one more example. So let's get a little bit more aggressive here. The second site here has a domain authority of 21, the second lowest domain authority. Knifeista.com. So let's pop that in and see if there's any other keywords that we might be able to target. You can see that this site is getting quite a bit more traffic, so I'm guessing that they are, targeting lots of other keywords besides just the one we were looking at. And I can see very much so that they are doing just that. Best survival knife is actually what's bringing in the most traffic to their site. Best knife sharpener is another one. Best knife sharpening system, knife sharpener reviews. And then down here is best pocket knife, the one that we were looking at. But then there's best electric knife sharpener. And, it looks like there are a lot of keywords. Best manual knife sharpener. What is the best survival knife? And so you can see all of these are keywords that maybe I would have found on my own and using other tools. But by using your competitors, you know that these are probably easier to rank for, and you can see how much traffic they're already getting. So it's a great system, a great technique that I definitely recommend. So again, if you didn't pick up on all the data that was being displayed there in SEMrush, essentially it shows all the keywords that your competitor is ranking for. It's organized by percent of their traffic each keyword brings in. It also includes other data like search volume, cost per click, and other things. However, the one thing that it does not include is keyword difficulty or competitiveness. And for this, we should use Longtail Platinum. Again, what you want to look for are the same types of keywords that you want to rank for. Second, keywords that they're ranking in the top 3 spots for. Keywords that are ranking poorly for, so maybe they're on page 2 or more, but they're still bringing in significant traffic. And then finally, keywords they're ranking for with weak articles, and they have weak on-page SEO. So to really drill this home, again, let's look at a live example. Let's use some of the keywords that we found that our competitors were targeting to see if we can find any that we think we should target. So what I'm going to do, we've just got knifeista.com pulled up, for example. We could do this with any site, but once I'm looking at all the keywords that they're ranking for, I'll just export that into Excel or CSV and go ahead and open that up. It's just giving me a warning there. But essentially, all I'm going to do is I want to find out what kind of search volume these get, and then I want to find out how difficult they might be to rank for. So I'm going to just copy that, all of those keywords, go on over to Longtail Pro, and I'm going to find some keywords here. I'm going to just paste in all of these keywords and then hit generate those keywords and see what happens. Okay, so those all pulled up under my own keywords. You can see there's a little over 1,000 there, and I already had some filters put in here, but if I remove those filters, we will get to see all of the keywords there. Again, I can do this any way. I can sort by search volume, wherever I might want to do that. But what I would quickly then go through and do is just calculate some of these. And, you know, another way that you could do it, of course, is just do these one at a time. I could have just looked at the SEMrush list and just pulled the top, 20 or so, and just one at a time looked at best knife sharpener, best knife sharpening system, so that I didn't have quite as much data here, not having 1,000 different keywords here. But this is certainly a great way to go as well. So as you can see, I can quickly just go through, hit calculate on a few of these, and start to see, well, what keywords should I be targeting as well? Which of these actually have the lowest keyword competitiveness? So I can already see that best survival knife is going to be a great one. Only has a keyword competitiveness of 20 currently. Best knife sharpener also looks like a good one, only 32, and some of these others. Very quickly, just in the few minutes that it's taken to record this video, I found 4 or 5 other keywords that I should probably be targeting by using my competitors. Now, of course, you want to do additional analysis. You want to take a look at those and just verify that these do indeed, have low page authority or have low number of links and that sort of thing that we reviewed in the last video. But overall, that's it. It's kind of a 1-2 punch. You can use SEMrush to dig deep and find out what all the keywords that your competitors are already targeting and ranking for. And then you can come over to Longtail Pro to get all the other data that you like to see as far as keyword competitiveness. You can do a little bit better sorting and filtering and analysis of the top 10 results in Google. So hopefully using that technique, it can take your website to the next level, or it can take your brand new site and help you find a large list of low competition keywords very quickly. It's something that I've been doing for a very long time, and I can tell you from experience that it works very, very well. So best of luck finding your competitors' keywords and then going through the steps of analysis to then build out your full website and build out a big content marketing effort. Thank you very much.